उमापति महादेव की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। आदिशक्ति नव दुर्गा माता की जय। As we sit in a relaxed posture, meditating upon the divine form of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, on this beautiful Wednesday, we offer prayer, seeking the grace and blessing of Bhagavan in every aspect of our lives. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Guru Charana Kamalabhyo Govindaye Namo Namaha. Om Shri Anubhavanandaya Namaha, Om Shri Chinmayanandaya Namaha, Om Shri Guru Dattaya Namaha, Om Satya Saishwaraya Namaha. Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam Jinantargatam Pashyannatmani Mayaya Maharivo Bhutam Yata Nidraya Yasakshat Kurute Prabodha Samaye Swatmanameva Trayam Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namayinam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Bijasyantarivāṅkaro jagadidam Pranirvakalpam punaha Maya kalpita deshakakalana Vaichitra chitrikritam Maya viva vrijambhayatyapi maha Yogi vayasvechaya Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namayidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Yasyaiva Spuranam Sadatmakamasat Kalpatakam Bhasvate Sakshat Tattvamisi Tatvodavachasa Yogodayatya Yat Sakshat Karanatmavena Punaha Avarti Vambodinaha Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namayidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Nana Chitra Gatodara Sthiti Mahadeepa Prabhavaswaram Jnanam Yasya Tu Chakshuraधिkarana Dvara Bahispandate Janamiti Tameva Bhantam Anubhati Etat Samastam Jagat Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namayidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Deham pranamipindrayanyapi chalam Buddhim cha shunyam viduhu Stri balan bajadopapasya mimati Prantasprisam vandinadha Maya Shakti Vilasa Kalpiti Maha Vyamoha Samharini Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namayidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Shri Dakshinamurtaye Please stand.
जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों की संगत दास जनों की संगत चल में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
सतगुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। आसन पर बैठाइए, प्लीज बी सीटेड। प्रेम से बोलिए वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, आज शक्ति नव दुर्गा देवी माता की जय। मेरे पिताजी, my beloved father Shri Pandit Devki Prasad Sharma, my brother-in-law Shri Pandit Rudy and beloved sister Vidya, our beloved Shri Pandit Randi ji and members of the ashram, members of this beautiful mandir, the Shrotas, devotees of the Chinmay Gyan Kirtan Mandali, our beloved Rishi, his beloved son Avinash, our beloved Shamji, Vidya, Nandi ji, and of course, these are the members of the Chinmay Gyan Kirtan Mandali, our sound engineer Bhaiya Krishna, our Facebookers on Jivan Tattva with Pandita Vedana, we would like to welcome you to the Vishnu Mandir here in number 5 in Bharatpur for the second night of 5 nights of Gyan Yagya, as we journey through the golden pages of our Shastras, highlighting the glories and of course the blessing of Bhagwan. We would like to also welcome our brother Chris Singh on Akashvani, 106.5 FM, awakening the mind and spirit. Welcome to you here. And of course to our beloved technical operator Angad ji. Thank you so very much. Tonight we pay special attentions to the corporate sponsors on Akashvani, the management and staff of the various companies. May God bless you and your wonderful family as well as the management and staff. To all the listeners on Akashvani locally and internationally, Bhagwan's blessings to you and your wonderful families. Tonight also we are being captured on Sankhya Television, the first Hindu television station in Trinidad and Tobago, and we would like to say a very special thanks to Bhai Ramesh and of course his wonderful Dharma Patni Shirley Didi. Special thanks and of course to all the sponsors on Sankhya Television. God's blessings to you and your wonderful families. We are also streaming live on the Facebook page of Akashvani 106.5 FM. We would like to say very special thanks to Kavita ji and of course to all those who are tuned in to the Facebook page of Akashvani locally and internationally. Bhagwan's blessings to you and your wonderful families. It's a very wonderful way to use technology that we can reach out to the hearts and the homes of thousands and thousands of devotees nationwide and worldwide. You know, my friends, it's a blessing in disguise, technology, isn't it? So, people in New York, people in Canada, my aunt in Niagara Falls, my Mausi that is, Auntie Patty and her beloved husband Uncle John, they are always tuned in and they are able to connect with the culture of us here in Trinidad and all of our Trinidadian brothers and sisters who have migrated into the United States and Canada and other parts of the world, even India. They, my friends, always connect through Facebook, through different means, by different ways, through the radio, through Facebook, through WhatsApp, etc. And you know why? Who can tell me why? My friends, because whatever happens in Trinidad is so unique and so special. We would not imagine how special Trinidad and Tobago culture is. We would not imagine, friends, how beautiful our culture is. And this is why when our brothers and sisters migrate from Trinidad and they go to Houston, as via Vishnu and his family and other parts of the world, you know what they do? They try to take a little bit of this with them, our culture. And so friends, we here in Trinidad and Tobago, let's not take it for granted, because 175 years ago, our forefathers gave us this, because this is what they knew that would give them the strength and the courage to keep on keeping on. And they knew it was so unique that they will achieve the great height. At anything they want to achieve in life, they will achieve it. And so friends, tonight we pay special tribute to our forefathers, those who came on that very blessed ship. What's the name of it again? What's the name of it? The ship that came from India with our forefathers. Do you know? Feeling nervous? Children feeling nervous. The Fatal Razak. And so, yes. My friends, no engine, just a sail, and 6 months on a boat. Imagine the TNT Express taking 2 and 3 hours, and you get fed up on that thing. And imagine 6 months on a sailing boat. You know how many of our forefathers died on the boat, and they were just thrown overboard? You know how many children, our Aja and Aji and great Aja and Aji were born on the boat without any doctors? And what those mothers went through. And when those people gave us something, my friends, it was out of experience and out of love. They were giving us a culture. They were giving us a dharma, not a religion, you know. They were giving us a dharma, Bhaiya Krish. Religion is something that anyone can practice, but dharma, my friends, is something that has to be inculcated in our very core. Anybody can go in the mandir every day. Anybody can go in the mandir every day. Everybody can go in the church and the mosque, the masjid. Right now, our brothers and sisters, our Muslim brothers and sisters are fasting, and peace be upon them as it be upon the Prophet Muhammad and upon the Lord Allah. Blessing to the Muslim community. Our Christian brothers and sisters recently finished the fasting of Lent, and special blessing to them as well. And friends, you see this culture of religion? It's something anybody can practice, but not everybody can practice dharma. Please come up to the front. Those who are coming, come up to the front. And this is why, Nandi, come in front. Nandi and Ishamji, come up in front. This is why, my friends, the culture and our dharma is so very unique and so very special. And this is why tonight I want to dedicate tonight's devotion to our ancestors, our forefathers, those who came on that Fatal Razak and the SS Ganges, and those who made that journey. Hence we have what we have today. My friends, I don't know how many of you know your Aja father. My Aja father was Shri Kalika Prasad. He came on the boat. Isn't it, Taji? He came on the boat. He used to be a professor at the Satanan University in Banaras, India. He used to be a professor there, and from there he came here. So he was my father, he was my Aja father. And we pray for people like them. My father, my Aja's father, my Aja's mother, and your Aja's father and Aja's mother, and Nana's father and Nana's mother. And we go back generations. I want you to think of them. And you may not know them in a physical way. But when you look at yourself tonight, you can connect with them. Because we understand that the soul is eternal and everlasting. We understand the soul is somewhere and will always be there to bless us. And friends, if you can't remember your great Aja, think of your Aja and your Aji and your Nana and your Nani. And for those who don't know who your Aja is your father. And Aji is your father, mother. And that's why you must never give up your name. Young couples, young children who are having children, when I say young parents, that is, young parents. Make sure your children call your father Aja and Aji. And make, not grandpa, grandma. We understand, yes, they are grandpa and they are grandma. But when I call them Aja, I know exactly that's my father's father. And when I say Aji, that's my father's mother. I will know that off the bat. When you say grandma, which one are your grandma? No, you have to explain. Oh, my dad's mom. Language. See, we already lost the major part of the language, Hindi. Isn't it, Didi? We already lost the major part of the language, but the little names and things, don't lose those things. When you call your mother, sister, Mausi, you know exactly it's your mother, sister you're talking about. Hey Mausi. The Mausi said, don't call me that now. And all the chunky thing to go with it. Isn't it? Don't call me that. Mausi. And Mausa. The mother, sister is Mausi, and the mother, sister, husband is Mausa. Let me ask the young people, who is daddy? Who is your daddy? Daddy is the father, elder, brother, wife. We just call our father daddy. Father is papa. And mother is mama. Or mommy or mom. Not mom, mom is English. Mommy is something wrapped up in a white cloth. Isn't it funny, Rudy? Ma. Mama. So daddy is father, eldest brother wife is Daddy and he is Dada. Younger brother wife is Kaki. And younger brother is Kaka. Younger brother will say, you calling me Kaka? And Kaki, surely Kaki. So you see, these little names, let's not forget it. Because a long time it was very predominant. It was really what you call relevant. Because this is what some of the things they gave to us. And even this we are losing. Friends, before I go into our meditational verses that we want to dedicate to our ancestors, I want to let you know, anytime we lose our language, anytime we lose our clothes, and anytime we lose our food, and we lose our dharma, we lost everything. Therefore, always be proud of your clothes. I remember I was about probably 19 years old. I went to a puja with my Nana, Pandit Sirat Maharaj in Esperanza. He's from Esperanza, and the puja was in Claxton Bay. And I went with him at that young age. And the Yajman came and stand up by the Bedi. He said, Baba, you ready to start? He said, yeah, ready to start. He said, okay, let's start. My Nana looked at him and he said, I am ready to start, but you are not ready to start. He said, what do you mean, Baba? We have everything? He said, yes, you have everything here. You have the leaves, you have the flowers, you have all the puja material and samagri, but you are not ready. He said, how, Baba? He said, because you don't have the right clothes. Go and put on a dhoti. The guy had on a kurta and the pants. And he sent him to put on a dhoti and he said it, my Nana used to be very blunt. He said, go and put on a dhoti. So the guy went, he put on the dhoti and he came back. When the puja was finished and we were going home, I asked Nana, I said, Nana, why didn't you just do the puja and not embarrass him like that? He said, son, he said, I won't be around, but a time will come when you will see the dhoti will be no more. That time has come. Nobody sits down to do puja with dhoti again. Everybody sits down with pants. It used to be kurta pants, now they sit down with jeans. Me personally speaking, I'm supposed to stand up like my Nana and say, hey, go and put on something. Put on a dhoti or something. But I just feel bad because I feel the Yashman will feel hurt to tell him go and put on a dhoti. But when we don't stand up, we lose it. And it has gone. It has gone. Clothes has gone. The modern style clothes is there. But long time, friends. I don't expect everybody to walk the street with a dhoti. Like how they used to long time. That's what they could have afforded. But at least when we have puja, let's go back to the dhoti. What I wear is a lungi. And this is worn rather in South India. And it was the tradition, it is the tradition of the Chinmaya mission and our Gurudev, Swami Chinmayanandaji, to wear this style of clothes. And that's why I wear it, based on the Gurukul system. So from my Guru, I started wearing this. So this also is part of the culture. So the lungi, this is an alpi. It's very simple. Long ago, it never used to have this stitch here with the buttons, but it used to be just a piece of cloth with a neck hole hanging over the person. But I tried to make it a little more than I stitch it up on the side. I make it a little fancy. But, so this is alpi, this is lungi. Clothes, don't lose it. The next time you sit down for puja, very few places you go and you will see people wear their dhoti. Wear your dhoti. Even if it's dirty. Just joking. So, friends, again, when we lose our clothes, when we lose our food, when we lose our very good language, and when we lose our dharma, which is our culture, we lost everything. But I want to say, my friends, we have reached very far in terms of culture in Trinidad and Tobago, because even India, people from India, when they see our culture and the manner in which we practice it, we must feel proud. So I am not bashing anyone. We have to be very proud of our culture here in Trinidad and Tobago and the manner in which we practice religion. I'm not talking about spirituality, I'm talking about religion. Religion, the manner in which we practice it is very unique and very special. The world admires us in Trinidad and Tobago. And so we must be very proud. So, only those few things I wanted to mention in terms of the clothes, language, dharma, etc. If we can really go back to the dhoti, especially for puja, it'll be a very proud moment for us all. So young people, start practicing how to tie your dhoti. And girls, long ago it used to be sari. Sometimes it becomes very uncomfortable, sometimes the heat is too much, and you want to just put on like a shalwar. A shalwar is a Muslim wear. It's not really a Hindu wear. But it can pass. It's still part of the Indian culture. I'm not saying it's not that you shouldn't wear it. I'm saying that you can wear it. So my point is, let us hold on to our clothes. Let's hold on to our dharma. Let's hold on to the basic language that we can practice. And I heard rather on radio, somebody have an ad. And what are you talking about? Hey mama, give us some dal, rice, and dal, bhat and bhaji. They're trying to bring back the Bhojpuri. Bhat is what? Rice. Dal, rice, and bhat. I'm sorry, dal, bhat, and bhaji. In India, it's chawal. Chawal is rice. Anyway, friends, what our forefathers gave us is very, very unique. And I want to ask you now to think about anyone you remember and anyone that you don't even remember in your lineage, in your community, someone who would have touched your life in some way or the other. And tonight I also offer a special prayer for a very special mama in the Freeport area. She was diagnosed with cancer. And ma, we pray for you tonight. You was one of those, in fact you are one of those individuals who sacrificed for your children. And now in this part of your life, you're fighting this dreaded disease. May Bhagwan Krishna give you the strength to battle on. And to anyone who have any complication, we pray that may His healing touch be with you tonight. As you remember, friends, your ancestors, your forefathers, our loved ones who came and made this journey over the Kala Pani. Think of Bhagwan Krishna. Shri Govindaya Namo Namam Paramatmaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Paramatmaya Ramaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Bhartaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanina Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamrita Varshini Bhagavati Ashtadashadhyayini Ambatvam Anusandadhami Bhagavat Gite Bhavatvishni Namostute Vyasa Vishal Buddhe Ullarvindayata Patra Netra Yena Tvaya Bharat Taila Purnaha Prajvalvito Jnanamaya Pradeepaha Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraikapane Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Geetamrtatuhe Namaha Sarvopanishado Gavo Dugda Gopal Nandana Partho Vatsa Sudhir Mokta Dugdam Geetamritam Mahata. Everyone together. Vasudeva Sudam Devam Tam Sachanuramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Bhishmatrona Tata Jayatra Kajala Gandhar Nilotpala Shalyagrahavati Kripena Vahani Karnena Velakula अश्वत्थाम विकर्ण घोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरनदी कैवर्तक केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जन षट्पदैर्हरः देपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारत पंकजं कलिमल प्रध्वं श्रिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुत स्तुवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैर्साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततर्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः ॐ देवाय तस्मै नमः ॐ मदनुग्राय परमं गुह्यमध्यात्मसञ्चितं यस्त्वयोक्तं वचस्तेन मोहोऽयं विगतो मम भवाप्ययो हि भूतानां श्रुतौ विस्तरशो मया त्वत् कमलपत्राक्ष माहात्म्यमपि चाव्ययम् एवमेतद्यथार्थत्वं त्वमात्मानं परमेश्वर द्रष्टुमिच्छामि ते रूपम् ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम मन्यसे यदि तच्छक्यं मया द्रष्टुमिति प्रभो योगीश्वर ततो मे त्वं दर्शयात्मानमव्ययम् दर्शयामयमव्ययम् हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम. Let's all sing for Bhagwan Krishna on behalf of our ancestors. Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayan Hari Om. Sundar Nanda Mukunda Hari Keshava Hari Govinda Hari Narayan Hari Om. Keshava Hari Govinda Hari Narayan Hari Om. Sundar Nanda Mukunda Narayan Hari Om. A very special welcome to one and all once again, and to Bhaiya Rohit and his wonderful Dharmapatni and two beautiful children, and of course their son-in-law. We'd like to welcome them. Last week we finished a yagya at their home in Williamsville, and we want to thank you for taking the time. That's the Ramsamir family for being here with us tonight. Last night we concluded where Arjuna manyase yadi tat chakyam maya drashtumiti prabho. My Lord, please, if you think, listen to what Arjuna is saying, right? He said, my Lord, if you think that I am capable of seeing you and experiencing you, I want you to please show me. Show me your divine form. My friends, keep this in mind. Are we capable of seeing Bhagavan? Are we capable of seeing Him in His true nature? Are we capable of seeing the Lord in His true divine form? Now we will see, as Arjuna is saying, Lord, you be the judge and you tell me if I am capable or not. And having said this, Bhagavan, my friends, he started to speak. But before we go into this, you see, there are two things we have to remember. One is called religion, and the other one is called spirituality. What is the difference between religion and spirituality? If somebody were to come and say to you or ask you, hey, uncle, auntie, mom, dad, pitaji, mataji, please tell me, what is the difference between religion and spirituality? What would you say? Anybody? Religion, I'll give an example. It's a beautiful example. Someone sent to me today from all the way in New York. And I decided to mention this tonight because it makes so much of sense. Imagine you have a fish in an aquarium. Imagine you have a fish inside, or fishes inside of an aquarium. How much the fish can swim about? How much? Only in the glass or the length and the width of the aquarium the fish can swim. Take that aquarium and put it in the ocean with its cover. Right? Imagine what I'm saying. Picture what I'm saying. Take the aquarium, put it in the ocean, cover it. It's covered in the ocean. My friends, even though the ocean, the fish is in the ocean, but in the aquarium, it can only swim according to the width and the length of the aquarium. It can't go further than that. That is religion. Now, leave that fish in the aquarium, in the ocean, and what is spirituality? Think about another fish outside of the aquarium, in the waters of the ocean, don't have any limits. Both of them are fishes. Both of them can swim. Both of them, but one is bounded by the glass of the aquarium, and the other one is free. Spirituality, my friends, is free. Religion can encage us. That is why we have to rise beyond religion. That's why when Mohandas Karamchand Gandhiji, when he was fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, and someone asked him, how could you allow the Hindus to leave Pakistan and the Hindus to leave Pakistan and the Muslim from India to go into Pakistan? How can you allow that? Why are you allowing this? He says, because, what religion are you? They ask him. He said, I am a Hindu, I am a Muslim, and I am a Christian. I am beyond religion. Hey, Bhagwan. I am beyond religion. Religion will keep us in a cage. But when the fish is out in the ocean, waters of the ocean, he is beyond religion. Friends, one fish in the aquarium is like a person who cling on to the religion and say, there is nothing better than mine. And the other one outside, say, hey, what happened to you, boy? You can't see a big ocean in front of you? Swim. Hey, Baba, the ocean is vast, swim. He said, what are you talking about ocean? I see in water, but I can't go. And he bumps into the glass. I can't go. Clinging on to religion doesn't mean that you change your religion. Religion is important for us to understand, my friends, our duties in life. That's why the Vedas give us the duties that we must perform in our life. So that's religion. But we have to rise beyond that also and become so broad and wide in our thinking, especially, my friends, where I am beyond religion, I live a life of spirituality. Friends, this is what Bhagavan Krishna is going to explain to Arjuna tonight. He says in the 5th verse of the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, he says to him, Arjuna, you are asking me if I think you are capable of seeing my form, but I want to let you know, I want to caution you. Friends, be very attentive. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Pashyame Partha Rupani Shatashota Sahasrashaha Nana Vidani Divyani Nana Varna Kritini Cha Pashyadityan Vasurudran Ashwinau Marutastatha Bahunya Drishta Purvani Pasyashchi Charni Bharata Shri Govindaya Namo Namam. Bhagwan, Shri Bhagwan Uvacha. Uvacha means the Lord is speaking. Who is speaking? Bhagwan. So Shri Bhagwan Uvacha, the Lord said. What did he say, Arjuna? O Arjuna, Pashyame Partha Rupani. O Partha, O son of Pritha. He is called as Partha. O Partha, behold presently my form. Friends, especially the young children and the youths, understand what the Lord is saying here. He says, my forms presently are hundreds of thousands of forms. I am not just one form. I am hundreds. Pashyame Partha Rupani Shatashota Sahasrashaha. Thousands, Sahasra. That's why the Purusha Suktam begins with Om Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat Sabhumim Vishwato Vritva Atyatishta Dashangulam Purusha Evedagam Sarvam Yadbhutam Yadchabhavyam Utamratattva Seshanaha. I bow to you, Prabhu, in your thousands, your Sahasra, your thousands of forms and millions of forms. This is what he says to Arjuna. Arjuna, my forms are thousandfolds. But not just forms. I have different colors and different shapes. Nana Vidani Divyani, Nana Varna. The word Varna here doesn't mean caste. The word Varna here means colors. So my colors are thousands of colors, and even my, what you call shapes, Nana Varna Kritinicha, my shape are also different. Now, four things in this verse. One, remember what Arjuna asked. Arjuna said, please tell me if I can behold, if I am capable of beholding you and seeing your divine form. And the Lord begins very soft. Very, very soft. What the Lord says, Arjuna, I must caution you. Presently, I have thousands of forms. Hundreds of thousands of forms. One. Second thing, these forms of mine, they are not just ordinary forms. They are divine forms. That's two. Third thing, I have many colors and I have many shapes. So my color is not really blue. As you look at Bhagavan Vishnu, here in the Vishnu Mandir, his color is not only blue. When you look at Bhagavan Krishna, or you read about him in the Bhagavad Gita or the Mahabharata or the Bhagavad Mahapuran, he is depicted as blue. Sri Ram is depicted as blue. But blue, my friends, the Lord is not really limited to this blue color. He is beyond colors. He is beyond colors. And you see, like for example, when you are doing puja and you say, okay, red flag for Hanumanji. And some people put up a yellow flag for Durga Devi. And then some people say, no, not yellow. red flag for Durga Devi. And people fight on flag. Are Baba, that you fighting for? Put up your flag, Naman. Jai Bhagwan. Now we have the color codes. Recently I went somewhere, I can't remember. Oh yes, this was in Queens, New York. And I did puja for someone. And Hanumanji flag, Hanumanji picture on a pink cloth. Pink. And the Yajman looked at me and he said, Baba, how can we do that? I said, Bhaiya, the picture on the flag is Hanuman and the cloth, the pink, is Ma Lakshmi. Put up Lakshmi and Hanuman. Jai Bhagwan. You say, alright Baba, so we do two puja in one. You see, just how you look at it, it is just how you look at it, my friends. If we make simple things a big problem, then we can't rise beyond religion. In order to live spiritually and to live spirituality. So religion may have its code and its conduct that we must follow. Don't get me wrong. But if for some reason something were to happen, we get stuck in our way of thinking, and oh God Bhagwan, I wish with all the love in my heart that some of us, including myself, can snap out of the way we think. So limited and so low and so selfish and so negative. If we could just rise out of that and come out of the glass case aquarium and from religion and from our way of what you call limited thinking to the ocean of way of thinking, oceanic way of thinking. Bhagwan says here, Arjuna, my colors and shapes are many. He goes on to say, Arjuna, Pasya Dityan Vasun Rudran. I want to start by telling you, he says, Arjuna, Aditi. You have Diti and Aditi, the mother of the gods, and Diti, the mother. Aditi is the mother of the gods, and Diti, the mother of the Asuras. She said, Bhagwan says here, Arjuna, the 12 sons of Aditi. Pasya means to see. Aditi. Vasun, Rudran, Ashwina. He says here, the sons of Aditi, 12 sons of Aditi, the 8 Vasus. Remember the 8 Vasus? How many of you remember the 8 Vasus? Any remember the 8 Vasus? Anybody where it comes? I'm not testing you. I'm just going to remind you. You remember in the Mahabharata when Ganga Devi had her babies? You all remember? And every time the baby was born, she took the baby and threw it in the sea. And the last one that survived was that one that was called later on in his life as Bhishma Pitamaha. He was one of the Vasus. So Bhagwan says here, the 8 Vasus, the 11 Rudras. 11 Rudras means the god that reabsorb. Reabsorb means not destruction, but where everything is reabsorbed into divinity. He says the 2 Ashwin Kumar. Ashwina, dual case. So therefore, he is speaking of the twin-born physician. They are called as the Ashwin Kumar. And these Ashwin Kumar, they are the god of our nostrils. Surya Narayan Swami is the god of the eyes, and Dig Devata the ears, and Agni Devata the mouth, and different parts of our body have a Devi and a Devata. So Ashwin Kumar is the god of the nostrils. So he says here, the twin-born physicians of the gods, the Ashwin Kumar, the 49 Maruts, or the wind god, not just one wind, you know. How many wind you know? Babe, how many wind you know? One wind. The place is windy today. So one wind we know. Friends, plus 48. Different kind of wind. Wind god. He says, Arjuna, and I want you to witness many more wonderful forms never seen before. This is very important. Never seen before, O Arjuna. These forms I am. Bhagwan Krishna speaks. He says, Shri Govindaya Namo Namam Ihaikasyam Jagat Krishnam Pashyadhya Sacharacharam Mama Deha Gudakesha Yachanya Drachumikchasi. He says, Arjuna, I'm going very slow, friends, because I want everyone to conceive what the Lord is saying here. He says, O Arjuna, behold, Ihai Kastam Jagat Krishnam. Arjuna, as concentrated within this body of mine, be attentive. As concentrated Ihaiva Kasyam Jagat Krishnam, this entire universe, the entire creation consisting of Sacha Chara, animate and inanimate. Sacharacharam, he says, the inanimate as well as the animate creatures of the world, consisting of both the entire creation, Arjuna, within this body of mine, the inanimate beings as well as the animate beings, and whatever one else can desire to see is within this body of mine. Friends, you all heard what the Lord just said? Whatever you can perceive or cannot perceive, it is all concentrated within this body of mine, O Arjuna. Now imagine the scene on the battlefield. Imagine Bhagwan Krishna standing there and telling Arjuna this and says, hey Arjuna, you know what? The entire creation inside me, local language. Imagine one of your comrade, one of your friend, a normal person talking to you, Panaji, and that person say, hey, you know what? This entire universe is inside of me. You will look at that person and say, okay, I'll see you later. Sit around. Naturally, you will think, pagal ho gaya. You've gone crazy. What are you talking about? The entire world inside of you. How is that possible for the entire world to be inside of you? So at that stage, my friends, Arjuna is looking at Bhagwan and he is thinking, concentrated. As far as I could remember, I know you are talking about animate and inanimate and all these drama things in the world inside of you, Krishna. And Arjuna looking there and he is looking at Bhagwan Krishna and he is thinking, I wonder what he is really talking about. I asked him in the beginning, if he thinks I can behold his form, is this the reason why he is talking about all these things? I wonder. I know, Arjuna is saying, I know him to be Krishna jinka naam hai. His name is Krishna. Gokul jinka dham hai. He lives in Gokul. ऐसे श्री भगवान को, ऐसे श्री भगवान को, इसकी बेटी भगवान बारंबार प्रणाम है, बारंबार प्रणाम. Maybe he is. I bow to him barambar again and again. Remember, in the beginning of this 11th chapter, Arjuna says, Smriti Labdha, my doubts, mohaha, my doubts have been dispelled by the same Krishna. He must be Bhagwan. Arjuna is now trying to accept the fact that he is in the presence of Bhagwan, the Lord of the universe. I understand. Yashoda jinki maiya hai, Yashoda jinki maiya hai, Nanda ji ka paiya hai, Nanda ji ka paiya hai, aise Shri Gopal ko, aise Shri Gopal ko, barambar pranam hai. जिनका नाम है गोकुल जिनका नाम है ऐसे श्री भगवान को ऐसे श्री भगवान को बार बार प्रणाम है बार बार dahi and the butter. And when his mother said, Krishna, did you steal? He said, no ma, you're telling lies. And all his mouth is smelled. Is it the same Krishna who is now telling me that this entire world is concentrated inside of him? How can I understand this? Arjuna is looking at him and he is telling Arjuna in very, human-like words and basic language. He says, Arjuna, everything is concentrated within me. But listen to what he tells him in the next verse. So this is the 7th verse of the 11th chapter. The 8th verse, listen to what he tells him. So let's recap a little bit. Arjuna, the Ashwin Kumar, the twin-born physicians, the 49 winged Marut gods, they are all a witness, more wonderful forms of mine. And everything, all of them, all of these forms are me, the Lord is saying. the Rudras, 11 Rudras, the Ashwino, etc. All of this, the entire creation is concentrated within my body. And listen to what he says next. Arjuna, Shri Govindaya Namo Namam Natumam Shakyase Drashtum Anenaiva Swachakshusha Divyam Dadami Te Chakshuhu Pashyame Yogameshwaram Natumam Shakyase Drashtum Anenaiva Swachakshusha Divyam Dadami De Chakshuhu Pashyame Yogameshwaram. Bhagwan, he looks at Arjuna and he says, but I want to caution you, Arjuna. I want to caution you. Surely, natumam shakyate drashtum. Drashtum, meaning to see. Na, no, you can't. Tu, mom, you can't see me. So, what is he saying? Just a few moments ago you told me you are everything is concentrated within you and you are like this, all the gods and etc. inside of you. And now you're telling me, Natu mam shakyase drashtum, I can't see you? What do you mean? Then he says, Anenaiva chakshusha, you cannot see me with your physical eyes. Friends, these physical eyes are like the fish inside the aquarium. The fish inside the aquarium think, hey, this is heaven. And the guy outside the aquarium, he thinking, hey, you real stupid. Think about the mind of the two fishes. The one inside the aquarium that is decorated with some nice decorated stones and some nice decorated plants, and then inside the aquarium you put a nice pump and the water bubbling, and the one inside the aquarium looking up and he's seeing the bubbles quite on top, and he says, you have no bubbles underneath here, look at my bubbles right here. So my one is more fancy and nice. The fish inside the aquarium that is limited with space, he is thinking this is heaven. Because that is all he knows. And the fish outside the aquarium cannot understand how that guy is suffering inside there and he thinks he in heaven. Friends, that is our situation. And that is our, what you call, position in life. Some of us are locked up inside the aquarium of our own individuality. We are locked up inside the aquarium of our own narrow thinking. We are locked up inside the aquarium or covered inside the aquarium of our narrow vision. And we think there is nothing better than that in this world because you know what? I am the best. And you know, when we turn on the water pump inside our aquarium and our fancy luxuries inside our narrow aquarium, and we experience our narrow vision because we can't see anything more than that, we think we are in heaven. And the Mahatma, this great soul who have transcended that aquarium and break loose the aquarium and saw an ocean in front of him, he says, wow, all along I thought I was in heaven, but look at this ocean. And he comes out of the one outside the ocean, and he is swimming everywhere. And then now and then he come back and check on his partner inside the cage. And he asked, so how are you going? He said, I'm going real good. You're still good at that narrow thing you have there? He said, what are you talking about? I can't see what you're talking about. He said, all right, I'm going. And he gone again. And he swim the whole entire ocean and enjoy the beauty of the ocean because it is vast, it is unique, it is universal. Friends, narrow vision is a deadly thing to our peace of mind. Narrow vision is a deadly thing for the happiness and the comfort in a relationship between a wife and a husband, between parents and children, between a friend and a friend. You see, if one friend have a narrow vision, that other friend dead. I say it in local language. The one with the narrow vision, who can't see beyond the glass case, will put that other one through hell and make that one feel you're good for nothing. And the other one now, who has the broader vision, is looking and saying, all right, well, you stop there. I go and I will see a friendship break up. One is free and the other one remains in bondage and think he or she is in heaven. Narrow vision is deadly in life. That's why when people cannot live together, is because, when I say people, I mean generally people, family members, everybody has a vision. But there is only so much we can see, my friends. There's only so much we can see ahead of us. That's why, you know, when the captains and the pilots and they are studying to become pilots, etc., and you will hear what they will in their language about visibility and stuff. Even in America and Canada, they will talk about when the weather is bad, there's a certain amount of visibility you have when you're driving, even on the roadways, you have a certain amount of visibility. So if the snow is heavy, you have, let's say, 10 feet of visibility. But then on a clear day, you can see thousands of feet in front of you. My dear brothers and sisters, in life, those who have a narrow vision will have nobody in their life. And do you have anybody? Anybody? Mommy, daddy, brother. You had him? Wait, just tell me anybody. I wonder who Randy thinking about. Randy thinking about him. Bhagwan, next year, Randy. Friends, a narrow vision is detrimental to a person's happiness. Narrow vision is detrimental to our perspective in life. Narrow vision is detrimental to our evolution and what you call development in life. Do not have a narrow vision. Always look at the bigger picture. There is an ocean in front of you, my friends, and in front of us. There is an ocean in front of us. Therefore, Bhagwan says here to Arjuna, he says, Natumam shakyate drashtum. Arjuna, you cannot see me with a narrow vision because these eyes are limited to only so much. Friends, whenever you function in a group, whether it's a group as a family, whether it's a group in your mandir, whether it's a group in your school, like you know, this Nakrima girls, and on many of the colleges right now in South and other parts of the country, they have this Junior Achievers, where the children have to work together in groups and form their companies and work together as an accountant and inventory, whatever, keeping inventory of their stock and so on, selling goods, etc. So they are starting up their business. It's a what you call a practice that the education system is giving to these kids. So my daughter is in that, and she comes home, she tells me a whole set of drama that's going on. And you're working in group, you know. Whenever you're working in a group with people, never be narrow-minded. Always take into consideration the perspective of others. Everybody have a say. Everybody have a vision. It's not about me, myself, and I. Some things we just cannot see with our eyes, and some other people can see something that we can't see. This temple has about how many people tonight? How many people here? About 250 people? If so much, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, right? But I can't see everybody down to the back. But the person down to the back will be able to see the person next to them. So everybody's vision will not be the same. So friends, whenever we are working in a group, we don't have to be me, myself, and I. Why can't we snap out and be together and work together? Oh God, why can't we work together? Why? Natumam. Go to chapter 8, chapter 11, verse number 8, and you read it, my friends. Why can't we work together? Hochul, confusion, who better than who. I was telling Nandi and Amarnath when I was coming just now, it have an advertisement on one of the ad going on about C exam, a CA exam. One of the papers, dailies, is talking about their C, what you call it? Practice test. So they have to see, two ladies arguing. My son, get distinction. My son, do this. My son did this. My son, and both of them arguing about whose son better. Look where the confusion starts. From the ad. That's where the competition and the confusion start. That is not important, friends. You know what is important? Studying the paper, doing the practice test, and passing the exam. You know what is important when we come into satsang? What is important? Huh? Sorry? Dande ji said, look at Dande. She's walking with a stick and recently had surgery and so on her hip, I think it was. Is it? Yeah, hip surgery and all sort of things. Since we know Dande, she is always, going to yajna and going to puja and going everywhere. And she go with a stick, determined. Dande, why you do that? Because Lord Krishna wants you to come. I come for some chana. You come for Lord Krishna, I come for some chana. No, just joking. Friends, when we come satsang, it's to love each other. It's to sing together. It's to pray together. In the Christian church, the brothers and sisters in the Christian church will invite everybody to hold hands and pray together. One day one fellow standing in the church, the pastor said, hold the person's hand next to you and then two of them to talk. He held on, he told me, he said, Condit, he said, I held on to the fellow's hand. He said, I said, Father, forgive me. Let us pray. I said, Bhaiya, you did one of the most wonderful things that you could do. When are we going to learn to hold each other's hands and each other's heart rather than bicker and confuse and create confusion because our vision is narrow-minded? And forgive me if I'm talking with a passion tonight, because we are in satsang and we live in satsang and we go to the temple and the church and the mosque, and yet we can't snap out of it because we're inside our glasses. Lock up tight. Narrow vision. Bhagwan says, but from a spiritual point of view, Bhagwan says? Bhagwan says, Natu mam shakyate shakyase drashtum anenaiva chakshusha. Arjuna, since it can't happen with these eyes, I am going to do something for you. Because you ask me if you think I deserve. You ask me if I think that you deserve to see my divine form. Yes, you deserve it. You deserve it. But I am going to now give you something. Divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyami yogameshwaram. I'm going to allow you to open your divine eye. I'm going to give you divine vision. With this, you will be able to behold my divine nature. With this, O Arjuna, you'll be able to behold my divine form. You'll be able to behold my divinity. You'll be able to behold my divine glory. And friends, what Bhagwan did, he simply looked at Arjuna. Arjuna, his hand is touching Arjuna on the head. Arjuna is sitting there, feeling the Shakti. He's feeling the pure consciousness of Krishna. Arjuna's life is being transformed in a second. Arjuna's life is about to change from a narrow vision to a broader spectrum. He is able now to see with this vision what the Lord wants him to see. He is able to see what the Lord is in his true nature. Arjuna, my friends, is going to be transformed. His life is going to change with one touch of the Lord's grace in his life. At that moment, my dear brothers and sisters, Arjuna is feeling Krishna's hand on his head. He says, Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala, 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 Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala. He's not only resting his hands on Arjuna's hand, he's resting his hands on our hand tonight. Feel him. Sing for him. Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala, Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala, Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala, Jai Jai Giridhar Arjuna felt the touch of Krishna, where he is now changing vision. His eyes were changing, my friends. Not his eyes were changing. His vision was changing. I wish for everybody tonight who in this mandir, who is listening on Sanket TV and viewing, and who is listening on Akashvani, and who is on Jivan Tattva, and who is on Akashvani Facebook page, and whosoever else have their Facebook up. I wish everybody who is listening, we can change our narrow vision, if we have one, to a broader way. Divya Drishti. Don't just see the negative, Are Baap, God Putahan. Don't just see the negative. Why do we have to focus on the negative? Do you know after sometimes some people when they get married, all they focus on the husband is the bad things? And the guy become no good after he get married? So how you going? Baba said, I'm tell you. He this, he that. He next thing. Okay, what's about the good thing about him? Then sometimes you ask the husband, that fellow had nothing good to say about the little him. Like after she get married, she finished. All the beauty and thing gone. That he once fell in love with. Or you met somebody. So you mean to say you meet somebody and that person have nothing good in them. All you can think about or talk about that person is bad things. You mean whenever you don't like somebody, which is natural. Not everybody will like everybody. Not everybody will love everybody. And that's unnatural, but it is, let's say, human. So we can't find nothing good to say about somebody. It had to be something bad. That means we're inside the temple and real far from God. That's what I mean, you know. That doesn't mean nothing big. We're inside the temple, but we're real far from God. Because you can't see good in nobody. And you can't even see God in the person next to you or the person in front of you. I'm not even watching that side. Danny, me watching you now? Like, you know why? Danny, you know why? I'm not watching you? Because I don't like it down there. For no reason, you know. No reason. I just watch down there and say, down there, I don't like it. Some people watch their own children and all they could see in their children is bad things. Anything the son or the daughter do is bad. Some people look at their parents and all they see is bad things. I'm watching a movie on Lifetime. Lifetime movie nice to watch. You're laughing at me. I saw a girl tell her mother, I wish you died. Imagine that. A child talking to the mother, you know, I wish you died. And I wish you'd never been my mother. Let me see the kind of thing you see in Lifetime. So then you ask me, Baba, so why are you watching it? So I'll come and tell you all what I see. Friends, narrow vision is deadly. Divine vision is peace. Pashyami divyam dadami te chakshuhu. Divyam, divine vision. Chakshuhu. I will give you that chakshuhu, that vision, Arjuna. Pashyami yogamai sharam. This is what I'm going to give to you tonight. Friends, I can't remember the homework I gave last night. Did I give any homework last night? Did I? What was the homework last night? And you forget, I forget. We're going real good. But the night homework is, imagine Bhagwan Krishna is touching you like he is touching Arjuna. And between the night and tomorrow night, see nothing bad in nobody at all. Even on Ian Allen. When you put on Ian Allen, who is doing a fantastic job. Nothing good happening there. It's all about the bad crimes and things. He is doing a wonderful job. The bad things about the crime, etc. is nothing good. But let us even to that extreme try to see something good. I don't know what it could be, Bhagwan. But what my point is simply, anybody tomorrow, from tonight going home, reach home, go to sleep, get up in the morning, go to work, oh God, the same office again, same people. See something good. That is divine vision. दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्. No, friends. When Bhagavan Krishna said like this and gave that vision to Arjuna, Sanjaya Uvacha, Sanjaya started talking and explaining to the blind king what Lord Krishna just did. And what Sanjaya would say, we will see tomorrow night. प्रेम से बोलिए वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय. This brings us to the end of tonight's discourse. Let us go home with this blessing and this homework to see everything good and everything divine in everyone. Tomorrow is Indian Arrival Day, when our forefathers came, the wonderful things that they did and the manner in which they lived and brought us up. Their mission, their vision was to simply give us an education, and that it certainly did for all of us. That's why we have so many doctors now in Barako. We have so many engineers now in Barako. That's why we have so many lawyers and nurses and qualified people. In every home, there is a person with a degree in Barako. This was the home of sugarcane. And this was the place where rice and the lagoon and the cane field and Tasca passing up and down the road and tractors, wheel tractors going down the road, sugarcane. I was on one of them too. Driving tractor going down to the scale, up the scale number 7. And then Hoto. I was one of those persons on the tractor too. And in the cane field with my father, not cotton cane. I tell my father flat, I'm not cotton no cane. He says, so what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to drive the tractor. He said, all right. So I drove the tractor. And you know why I did it? I was waiting to go in there. And trying to sell some cane to make up some money. And this tractor was so small, all it could carry is 3 tons. And my father and the workers, they loaded it up 4.5 tons. I said, right, a little extra change. And then when the tractor when we sell the cane, I used to come back home and pack up the tractor and put on a brush cutter, a small baby brush cutter, and go through St. Mary's and ask the people in the village, you want your yard cut? You want your yard cut? Some of them will say, yes, I want it cut. Some of them will say, no, you go down the road. And that was to save money for an education. Friends, those were the sacrifices our parents made and our grandparents made for us. And today, our children are so more blessed in terms of what we provide for them. Our children are so much more comfortable than what we provide for them. They have this thing constantly, 24 hours a day, under the pillow. And all about. And we too, in the world of technology. So they're using it, we're using it. But I want all of our children and the ones present now, the younger generation, don't forget what your parents did, and your grandparents did, and your great-grandparents did to help us to develop a vision. And if we have education today, more education and less happiness is the worst thing anybody can have. If I am not happy now, I prefer to go and cut cane again. Because it don't make sense you have your degree and you're making plenty of money, but you're not happy. Go back in the cane field and go back in the lagoon and drive your tractor again and plow land. If you have your degree and you're not happy, go back and do those things. Maybe you might get some happiness. But we were supposed to advance as a people, and advancing means broader vision. Friends, don't have education and narrow vision. Have education and broader vision. That is Divyam Dadami Te Chakshuhu. That is the vision Bhagwan is touching us tonight. And He wants to give us that vision. Tonight, go home. Let's all do our homework. And let us have a broader vision. I will ask my brother-in-law. Last night my father gave us his blessing. I'll ask my brother-in-law, Pandit Rudy, who hails all the way from Brothers Road, to give us his blessing. And then we stand for our final arati and our closing prayer.
प्रेम से बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय. Don't have an education and a narrow vision, but have an education and a broader vision. Panditji, that's the most important statement we made there, and most relevant one to our society today. For in our society today, we have lots of our youths that are far educated. They have BSc, MSc, MPhil, PhD, the letters can go on, BA, MBA, but they have very narrow vision. A very, very narrow vision when it comes to our dharma, when it comes to the way that we speak with our fellow brothers and sisters, with the way that we treat each other. And unfortunately, that is what is destroying our society. Panditji, your message tonight was a powerful one. I would like to say that I am very, very happy to be here tonight to listen to this one. And I must say that do your homework, as Babaji said. Do you know, or let me ask you a question rather. Do you believe that everything that happens by the will of God? I've seen some people saying yes. Anybody say no? Nobody says no? So let me ask you something. If someone were to ill speak you, did that happen by the will of God? If someone were to slap you, did that happen by the will of God? Everything happens by the will of God. The person that may have ill speak you, who have said something, who have wronged you in some way or the other, it happened for a reason. What we have to do now is to do some retrospect, to look back and to see, what did I do to reach and to allow such a situation to occur? What did I do? And if all of us, instead of pointing fingers and blaming others for the hardships and for the misdeeds that we go through in our life, and we would just look and see and try to figure out what it is that I do to reach me into this situation, to reach me into the point where my friend would have said something hurtful to me, or my father, my mother, my brother, my sister, my spouse would have said something that was hurtful to me, and we would understand where we ourselves made that error, we ourselves made that mistake. And if we can figure that out and figure out our own errors, figure out where we erred, and make the change to become a better individual, you will hate no one and you will love everyone. As Panditji is saying, have a broad vision. Do not limit yourself. Our foreparents, as he was saying, they didn't go through all of those sacrifices and those hurts and those pains and spend and allow their blood and sweat and tears to fall upon this land for us to fight with each other. But they did all of this so to be able to rise together to a better day, a better tomorrow. This is what we have to do. Let us all put hands together as we join in prayer. As we think about the ancestors, as Gita has been chanted, we pray and ask that may the generations that have gone past, wherever their Atma may be, Bhagwan, may allow them to gain peace. And to us and the generations to come, we will understand our duties, understand our responsibilities, and act in such a manner to allow the light of our dharma to continue to shine and to glow throughout our lives. Hari Om. Devtavya Pitrivyaschа Mahayogivya Evacha Namaswahayai Swadhayai Nityameva Namo Namaha Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. प्रेम से बोले श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. हर हर महादेव की जय. जय श्री राम.
Thank you very much, my beloved brother-in-law, Rudy. Special thanks to my beloved father once again for gracing us with his presence. He is one of our senior pundits who have sacrificed in this community for all of us in terms of dharma, and I want to thank him for being here once again to bring blessings to us all. Also Panditji, healing all the way from Port of Spain. Thank you, Baba. May God bless you as well, and do reach you safe in the challenging times that we are living in. Friends, may God bless each and every one of you as we now stand for our final arati. Om Jai Shri Radha, Jai Shri Krishna, Shri Radha Krishnaye Namaha, Shri Radha Krishnaye Namaha. Om दयाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दन यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे together त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः प्रभु please bless us tonight with divya drishti, with divine vision. May we never be narrow-minded. May we be like the fish that is outside of the aquarium in the ocean and not be locked tight inside of a glass case within the ocean. Hey Krishna, we want to see you and feel you and touch you and hug you in this universe. Please reveal yourself to us, Prabhu, like you did to Arjuna. We do not know if we are capable of seeing you and if we can behold you, Prabhu, in your true form. But if you think we can, please bless us. Om Shanti 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 Hari प्रिंस बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय उमापति महादेव की जय पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय आज शक्ति दुर्गा माता की जय हर हर नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव प्रेम से बोलिए सत्य सनातन धर्म की प्रेम से बोलिए सत्य सनातन धर्म की ट्रिनिडाद देश की ट्रिनिडाद देश की ट्रिनिडाद देश की जय जय सीताराम Please be seated. Friends, as you receive your arti, Panchavani Prasadam, meals are provided for and all with lots of love. Do party.